Jenwakushia, welcome to my channel. On today's video, I want to talk about the things that I have conquered, just to put a positive note to last week's video where I talked about the things that I struggle with. First point is brushing my teeth before going to bed. I can't believe there is a time I used to just go to sleep without brushing my teeth. Okay, that's even extra. I grew up in the village and we used to brush our teeth once a week. That's embarrassing. On Sunday when you're going to church, and even then, it's not that you're using toothpaste and a toothbrush, you're just cutting a branch from a tree and working as you rub it against your teeth. That was the brushing that we did. No wonder right now I have cavities. I already have, I think, 2 or 3 dental fillings, and I'm due for maybe 3 or 4 more. Anyways, it makes sense. I did not brush daily then, and not even daily. I was supposed to brush at least twice a day, in the morning and after and before going to bed, and yet I brushed only once a week. Now I have to deal with the consequences, but then I can't blame that on myself. There is no way I would have known to brush, and even my caregivers were not brushing, so I can't even blame that on them. It's just, the disadvantages of being less fortunate, I will say. Yeah, if you have kids or even yourself, just make sure you're brushing before you go to bed, because imagine you've been eating all day and now there's food stuck between your teeth, and the bacteria is just going to be acting on your teeth the entire night. I think it's more important to brush before bed than to even brush in the morning, because if you brushed in the evening, then most likely when you wake up, your breath is not so bad. I saw a quote that said you brush in the evening for your health and you brush in the morning for other people. Yeah. Something else that I think I do quite well is my skincare routine. I wash my face in the morning and I wash my face in the evening every day. Okay, on days when I have just moisturized my face in the evening, I might not wash in the morning with, a cleanser. And like on days when I used an exfoliant the previous night, because I can't stay during the day with an exfoliant on my face. I find even on, those days that you just from the club and you just want to kick off your shoes and sleep, I wash my face. Well, there is maybe 2, 3 times that I have skipped, but on most days I wash my face even on such nights. I have also been consistent with using sunscreen every day, even on gloomy days. Well, I'm saying every day, but sometimes maybe I wake up late at around 11 and keep reminding myself during the day, and then it's 3 p.m. I've not worn sunscreen, and I'm just like, it's not even that sunny. But 90% I have managed to stay consistent with my skincare, and that includes sunscreen. The things that I have conquered will include the things that I have managed to quit. That will be adding sugar to my beverages, tea, coffee. Even when I'm having black tea without milk, I don't put sugar. It sort of feels nice when someone is about to add sugar into my tea and I'm like, no, don't add sugar, and then I come off like this healthy person. It's a nice thing. I find myself craving sugar sometimes, so I add honey to my beverages, not all the time, just for the days when I'm craving sugar. But even if I'm avoiding sugar in my beverages, I still take it in sweet things. I eat sweets, I eat cakes, I eat biscuits, I eat cookies. I tell myself at least I'm cutting down on the sugar that I am taking in, because if I was taking my tea with sugar, then that will have been double the sugar. So it's still something. I am not on a journey to quit the sugary stuff. Well, I'm not a sweet tooth. I'm not exactly a sweet tooth, but I enjoy my sweet things on days that I have cravings. I've managed to quit sugar. I've managed to quit gum, chewing gum. I have not chewed gum since 2019, but even that is not a flex. It's because of the cavities that I have. There's a time I will chew gum and get serious toothaches, so I just stopped. I should have stopped chewing gum much earlier. In high school, I used to sneak so much gum as if I was being paid. I didn't know, or I was oblivious to the fact that I was ruining my own teeth at the time. So I've spent maybe half a day chewing on gum, and then I go to bed without brushing my teeth. What did I expect? Right now, even if I, okay, minus the braces, even if I wanted to chew gum, I can't, because my teeth I will get serious toothaches. I would say I've managed to stay consistent in posting on my social media pages, or especially on my business pages. That's because I have a content calendar that guides me, and now that I'm focusing on business, then I don't have an excuse. But on days that I'm super busy, I forgive myself easily for skipping such days. Something else that I am proud of myself for is how I'm doing with the home workouts. I know some of these points appeared in the things that I struggle with, but that is just because I had more expectations of myself. I know I can do better, but for this far, there is still something to be proud of. I work out at least 3 times a week on the weeks that I work out, because on some weeks I completely skip. But the fact that I have not completely stopped working out, I still manage to. I still push myself even on days when I will easily just skip. I'm proud of myself for that. And also, I can see the changes on my body. Like, my clothes are a size bigger now, and I can see the little definition on the abs, and it feels so nice. That's what I wanted. And now that's motivation, more motivation to keep going at it. I'm proud of myself for how intentional I have been, or I am trying to be, with my friendships. There's a time if someone asked me who my friends are, I will really have struggled to even name them. I don't think I would have named any friends at the time. I actually used to think I didn't have friends. Right now, I feel as if I've created some sort of community around myself, like not people that I have grown up around, not necessarily people that are my friends because we were in an institution together, people that I have met in different areas of my life and kept them. It's nice that I can think of maybe 5 people that I can actually call my friends, 5 people who, even when I'm struggling to show up for people, I will still, make that sacrifice to be there for them. And people who get me, like people who we vibe with. I'm proud of myself for the way I handle my personal finances. I think my background, because I studied business in high school and I studied Become Finance in campus. So I have a firm foundation of finance. I will attribute my discipline with personal finance to that foundation. But generally, I am a disciplined person. The fact that I don't squander all my earnings, I don't hold on to money without spending it on things that I need to spend on. The fact that I can live up a little and still save, I am proud of myself for that. I mean, it's not that it's much money, but the things that you do with the little that you have will be what you do when now you have actual money, you have much money to handle. So the fact that I have that foundation, I know that even if more, not even if, when more comes my way, I'll manage it well. I am proud of myself for how well I have done with my schoolwork. The grades, the marks that I got in primary school, no one asked how many marks you got in primary school anymore, unless you're talking with someone who is in primary school and they ask you. But if you think about it, the marks that you got somehow, like if you did well, that gave you confidence for the next step of your life. So my primary school marks, my high school grades, and campus, how well I passed in campus, and actually doing CPA and getting done with it. For the certificates that I have gotten, the short courses that I have done, I'm super proud of myself for that. School is boring, and the fact that, okay, school can be boring, and the fact that I pushed through even when life was not interesting, it gives me motivation for other areas of my life. If I did that, it only goes to show that I can do much more and that I should continue believing in myself. I am super proud of myself for making hard decisions, for making difficult decisions in my life. Like you can have a decision to stay in a job or to leave a job and chase what you think is your purpose. And the fact that I actually chose to do a career transition, like to leave a job so that I can chase what I think is my purpose. That's a major challenge that I overcame, and I am super proud of myself for that. I don't know what life chasing my purpose is going to look like. I don't know anything. Okay, I have ideas, I have a vision for what I see in my life, but the small steps that will get me there, I can only see the next step. After that, I am clueless, and making that decision was tough. But the fact that I made it and I'm feeling happier, I'm feeling as if I'm living, my life, not life that has been cut out for me by others. It feels good. Sort of embarrassing that the list of the things that I have conquered is much shorter as compared to the list of things that I struggle with. But I guess that's life. You win some, you lose some. Plus, it's a continuous journey. This list sounds exhaustive to me as it is, and yet I said the list on the things that I struggle with was not exhaustive. Like I walk around and think of other things that I would have included in that list, but it's just a matter of time. Then the things that I struggle with will make it to this list too. If you've not watched my previous video, make a point of watching it. I will leave it in the description bar below. And thank you for being on this one. Bye.